Hi there, Bernadette McGree here with some beginner's yoga. Today we're going to explore a high lunge, often called a warrior one variation or crescent lunge. Don't worry so much about the terminology. You'll be surprised at how much you'll pick up just from doing the poses and concentrating on what you're doing. To begin with, place your mat on the floor if it's not already there, and bring yourself to the top of the mat, bringing your feet parallel. Now, if you've seen my video on Tadasana, you'll know how to bring your feet, or mountain pose on how to stand, you'll know how to bring your feet parallel. Just a quick recap. You want to line up the base of your second toe on each foot with the middle of the front ankle, and you want those two lines to be parallel, like train tracks. The inner edges of your feet will look a little pigeon-toed, and this is anatomical neutral. Now, to come to high lunge, if you have good balance, just bring your hands to your hips. However, if you're needing an extra bit of support, then bring a chair beside you and bring one hand to the chair. Bring your right hand to the chair. Bring your left hand to your hip and step the left foot back, bending the front leg. Keep the right hand on the chair if you need that for support. And then straighten the back leg. So rather than having a bent leg, you want a leg that's straight. You might even already start to feel a bit of a stretch on your left, the top of your left thigh. Push off the foot so that you lift your heel. Think about putting your back foot into a stiletto, a really high tippy toe type shoes. And what we're doing is we're literally opening up the foot, creating a really nice stretch there. From here, just keep your hand on the hip, or you can take your arms up to the sky. So if you've got good balance, by all means, stretch your arms up, palms facing towards each other. Make sure with your right knee that's directly above your right ankle. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. And again, breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, gently bring your arms down. If you're using a chair, bring your right hand to the hip. Otherwise, bring the right hand to the chair. Bring the left hand to the hip. Otherwise, both hands to the hip. And then bend the back leg and bring it forward. Let's switch sides. Starting at the top of the mat, with your right hand on your hip and your left hand, or left hand on the chair, right hand on the hip. When you take a leg back, so we're going to take the right leg back, as you do that, just before, it'll be easier if you lean forward a little bit. So lean forward a little bit, bend the left leg and take the right leg back. If you lean forward, you create a bit of a balance point here, so it's not so scary to take the right leg back. And remember, we want the back leg strong and straight. We want the back foot high so the heel is above the ball mount of the foot. We want the front leg, the front knee directly above that ankle. It's often when people are tight or when they're a bit timid that the knee will be ahead of the ankle and that will strain the knee. So it doesn't matter if you haven't stepped back far, just don't bend the front knee as much. You can still have a narrower stance from front to back, but keep the back leg straight and keep the foot high. Even a lunge that's a short, where your feet are closer together, is still a good lunge. So from here, stay balanced, and if you need the chair, keep the left hand on the chair. If you're okay to stay balanced with your hands on your hips, keep your hands on your hips. If you want to take a little bit further, then take your arms out to the side and up to the sky. Reach up through the crown of your head. So you can take your right arm up even if you're balancing with your left hand on the chair. Look straight ahead and take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. As you breathe out very slowly with the breath, bring your hands back down. Bend the back leg and step the back foot forward. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you, and that is when you step back. So if you bring your hands to your hips and step back again, when you step back, be very careful that you don't take your back foot too far directly behind your front foot like you're on a tightrope. Now that's okay if you're a tightrope walker, but you actually want to take your foot back so that it's pretty well straight back from your hip. So if you take your left leg back, you should be able to feel fairly solid, fairly stable. If you're feeling a little less stable and you need to stabilize a bit more, tick-tock the front foot out a little bit more. So you widen the base. So you've got length from front to back and you've got width from side to side. Now if you take it too wide, it'll create instability, but if you just want a little bit more width for stability, that'll give it to you. And then bend the back leg and come forward. Okay, let's try the other side. So your feet start hip width and parallel, hands on the hips, lean forward, take the right leg back. And then to get a little bit more width in your stance, just tick-tock the left foot over a little bit. When you do that, make sure that that front foot is still in that imaginary parallel position as if your right foot was there with it. And you can keep your hands on your hips for this one. So remember, back leg strong, back heel high, and front knee directly above the front ankle. When you practice these poses again and again, and you just keep practicing them, after a while, your body just automatically knows the position to go into. So initially you may be feeling uncertain, unsure, you're really watching everything. That's fabulous. It's really increasing your awareness of your body. Keep going and you'll get to a point where it feels a lot more natural and you don't have to think so hard about it. And before you know it, you'll be pretzelizing. Okay, bring the back leg forward. Well done. Namaste.